Hello,
Hi there.
Allison. How you doing
How are
today?
you? I'm well. Can you pronounce your name for me?
It is Niger Chambers. I am from Big Gold Belt Media, and it's an absolute pleasure to talk to you today
It's
because
good
we're
to
here to
see you.
talk about St. Denis Medical streaming now on Peacock. So yeah, how's it doing? How's your day been so far?
It's been good. It's been a lot of this, but I don't mind virtual press. I'm wearing sweatpants down here, so no complaints. No complaints for me.
There's so much I want to cover with so little time. I got to tell you, just congratulations on the series, because one, breaking all the records in terms of a streaming show. Getting an announcement for season two. The fans spoke and you all answered and coming back. And we're not even done with season one yet. I am. We'll talk about it in a second. But just for being a part of a show in a very popular genre, mockumentary, with some of the greats such as The Office, Parks and Recs, has already blessed this genre, and to come in, which is a pretty tough audience, and to come in and have so much success instantly. What has it been for you and your peers for this journey so far?
Oh, we feel so lucky. I mean, I think those are big shoes to fill. There are obvious comparisons to The Office, to Parks and Rec, Abbott Elementary, all of these like great mockumentary series. But I think that the audience, we love these shows for a reason, and we're always ready for a new one. There's a reason why these are the shows that people go back to over and over again,
Yeah.
stream and watch over and over again. They just really are beloved. So we're just thankful to kind of take a seat at the table.
Yeah, I remember when I missed the premiere, then I saw online that it did 7.4 million. I was like, yeah, I'll be tuned in next week. Don't have to worry about
I know
it's
we were really lucky.
it is funny you bring up and I bring up too, but you brought up also Abbott Elementary. But like, what's a show without talking about a crossover? So I want to know for you, and I know there's politics and networks and all that other good stuff, but you just as the fan, if there was a potential cross up, whether it is a legacy show or a show currently airing, which you can think like The Office or whatnot, where would you like to see a crossover exist?
Okay, so here's my pitch. All right, everyone at St. Denis is obsessed with a medical drama that they're watching. It's much like The Pit, but it's not called The Pit. It's called like The Port, okay? And the star from that show is at the hospital, but the star from the show is played by Noah Wiley. That's my pitch. So it's not a real crossover, it's like a
Yeah.
little wink and a nod crossover.
I
That's my pitch. I
I
do
love
think it'd
it.
be really fun if our show was watching a medical drama and was talking about the medical drama at work. I think would be really fun. That's
I
what I
love
want.
that one. Golden, 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 golden. I gotta tell you, Alice is a character that always grabs me by the feels, and I can't wait for folks to see the finale. And I'll definitely end the interview off on that note. But I want to ask you, when you're playing a character that somehow, some way continues to keep her cool through all of the chaos that happens in there. I will also say, like, if I was there, I would consider her like a safe space. She's always the one that just seems very warm, no matter what it is. And there's a lot of things
Yeah.
that goes about. But I just want
Yeah.
to know for you, what is your approach with playing somebody who's so grounded, but often an emotional anchor to others?
Yeah, I mean, I think that that's sort of that you've got it exactly right. Like that's Alex's role in the ensemble. She's like that sort of tender center. She's like the emotional touchstone for the audience, and she's also like the fulcrum around which all of the other characters get to swing sort of wildly around and be, larger than life in this area or larger than life in this area. Like we always get to come back to Alex and like literally touch base with her and have her look right down the camera and say, "That's right, you just saw that. That was bizarre." It's such a gift, I think, to have a character like that in a show, and it's like such a joy to be able to play it.
Yeah.
My background, because I have so much experience in theater, I came out of the theater world and then I went to the comedy world. I
Yeah.
feel like Alex is a good sort of like meeting of those two
Yeah.
areas of training that I have, because she is sort of like, she has to be really grounded. I think she
Yeah.
needs to be the person that the audience can look at and be like, what's happening? Is this normal? And
Yeah.
her answer is almost always no. No, it
Yeah.
is not normal.
Yeah.
you know and that's really fun. That's really fun.
Up until so obviously keeping up with the show in real time and one point I was going to say, well, episode 14 is easily my favorite. It's the Ladybugs episode. But given the opportunity to check out the entire season, I gotta tell you, man, the finale is going to be really special for folks. Tim Day is what I, we
Tim,
what the episode should have been called, if you
yeah.
ask me. Um, but I just want to know, there was obviously a theme that entered the show about superpowers, and I'll leave it for the audience to see. But I want to know for you, because God, did this hit me in the feels. We
Mm.
end the episode off with probably the most heartfelt monologue of the entire series so far, provided by you, and it puts so much perspective about the medical heroes out there in the world, who the ones who don't wear capes, the ones who doesn't necessarily get their special award day, may not even get the pat on the back. Especially during the pandemic, I always say these were the folks that got us through the darkest time of our society. And to kind of hear you deliver that and through everything that was kind of happening, through a person who was just, what her day was and what she was still able to contribute on a day. When you hear every day, I just show up and I try my best. Like, what does that mean for you personally to deliver such a message, but potentially live by that moniker?
Yeah, first of all, that means so much to me that you call that out, Idra. That I'm so proud of that monologue. I'm so proud of that moment. I'm so proud of the arc that we set up, and I'm really proud of the work that I did in that talking head. I'm really proud of it. I think that it's beautifully written, and I felt really good about the way that it came across. So thank you so much. It really means a lot to me that that landed for you. Um, I mean, to me, I think that is the culmination of exactly what you're talking about. And one of the reasons why I took the series to begin with is the idea that, like you said, especially during COVID, like the burnout of our healthcare workers like workers in the healthcare health and the workforce is real. Like they don't have enough money. They're not paid enough money. They don't have the resources that they need. They're trying to do the most with not enough,
Risk their
and
life
they're
every day.
exhausted every single day. And no wonder Alex is a workaholic. How do you go home
Yeah.
when you know that if you go home, people are going to fall through the cracks? It's an insane system we have set up in this country. And it's insane that these people who are risking their lives and their well-being, their mental health are not seen as like pillars of the community. Like they're literally holding the rest of us up.
Yeah.
So, our job as artists is to try to like hold up a mirror and try to reflect that for people. And my hope is that I hope audiences love the finale. I hope it feels good to them as like
Yeah.
viewers, but I really hope that viewers who are healthcare workers watch, particularly for the finale, and feel seen and feel held and respected and given homage the way that they should be, by the show in that moment. That's really, I think, what it's all about. I think that's what it's all about. That's why we make art anyway.
Mm-mm-mm. Well received and well acknowledged. You did a fantastic job, and much of the reward of being you all getting the green light for season two. Can't wait to
Yeah.
return to talk about it more. And also, Bruce is a hater, but we'll leave it at
Oh, Bruce. 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 Yes.
we just can't have nothing nice without Bruce throwing his 10 cents in
His
there.
his
So,
his 10, the Bruce is loose. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Well, Allison, it's truly been a complete pleasure to watch the magic that you and your team have been able to create each and every week, streaming right now on Peacock. And I cannot wait, as I said, to come back for season two. Can't wait to see
Yes.
all the craziness you all cook up. But so much
Uh,
love and success for you all for all you've done.
Thank you so much. Hopefully I'll see you in the fall. We'll do this again.
Also, thank you so much. I appreciate the time. Have a good
Okay.
one.
Thank you.
Bye.